Welcome to this episode of the 3-Point Play. On today's show, we're going to be discussing the finals. Guys, we're so excited, right? We totally didn't see this coming. Cavs Warriors for the 2017 NBA Finals. Let's get into it. Our predictions, what we think is going to happen. I always have to the left of me the amazing Aaron.
What's up, Zev?
Good to have you.
Thanks for having me.
And to the right of me, the legendary, the great, the fantastic,
The bearded one.
the bearded one, Jordan.
Thank you for having me.
How are you?
Very good.
Yeah?
Yes.
It's good to have you here, man.
Shoulder bump.
Shoulder bump, yes. All right, guys. Let's get into it really quick. It should be like a 3-second video as to who's gonna win the finals, but we'll stretch it out a bit. Seriously, who do you think is gonna win? Why? And how many games? Throw it over to Jordan.
Well, okay, so my prediction is Warriors in 7.
Warriors in 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think for the most part people have the Warriors to win, but obviously you have a nice team, the Cavs, especially with LeBron who got all that help.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's Darren Williams.
So that's for that reason I'm gonna say in 7.
Wait, he doesn't need more help?
I think he's good.
He's good?
He does need more help since I'm predicting he's gonna lose.
Right.
But
Okay, but there's only so much you can do in each season.
Yes.
All right. So game 7. Why is it going 7 games?
why?
Yeah.
Just because both teams are great, but last year was a game 7, so I just have a feeling it's gonna be another game 7.
I think it's just going to be another one of those.
Sales through the roof.
Yeah. That's what it comes down to, in my opinion. I think the NBA is just going to try and stretch this out
Yeah.
as much as they can. I mean, we're waiting a whole 2 weeks to just see this finals.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
That game 7 was one of the best games I ever saw.
Yes, for sure.
That was a great game.
Okay, so Warriors in 7. Why this time are the Warriors going to be able to pull out?
The difference is Kevin Durant on
Yeah?
the team.
Okay, so
For
Kevin
sure.
Durant's going to be the clutch one down the stretch.
He's just that missing. Obviously he's a better step than Harrison Barnes.
That's true.
That's that missing piece that they're.
Missing piece.
I mean, yeah.
It's funny. It's funny when you say Kevin Durant is a missing
He's
piece
not the missing piece
to the team that already went to the finals
Right.
2 years in a row, and now it's going to be a third.
But it's when you're going up against LeBron, Kyrie, and Love, you kind of need it.
Okay. So Kevin Durant coming in the clutch in Game 7.
Yeah.
All right. Aaron.
Okay, so even though he said 7 because he thinks it's going to go 7,
Okay.
I want it to go 7 because
You want it to
it's
go
going to be a
7.
great series to go 7.
Uh-huh.
I have the Warriors winning in 7. And I think to what you were saying about Kevin Durant, Kevin Durant being there in the finals is going to take a lot of pressure off Clay and Steph because the last 2 finals for them they haven't performed.
That's true.
And they get like bullied up and like bodies get piled on them defensively and they just can't get the rhythm going.
Yeah, Kevin Durant can
So
definitely throw his body
Kevin
around.
Durant will just be able to score and then they're going to have to focus on him and then they won't have to worry. So then Clay will get his certain shots that he wouldn't be able to get in the past couple finals. Same thing with Steph.
That's a good point. I mean, Kevin Durant's a unique...
He's a lot of load off
He's a
them.
unique weapon for them, and it's definitely something that they haven't had in the past. Harrison Barnes was non-existent last year.
He was existent until like later on in the series.
Well, that's when it comes. That's when.
That's when like everything changed.
Exactly, and Kevin Durant is one of those guys that is gonna play well. Like it's not that he's not gonna play.
Oh no, he always performs.
Exactly, and
Even the time when he went in 2012, he had a very good stat line.
like you said, taking the pressure off Clay and Steph, it just becomes it's so much.
Exactly.
It's so much. You give them a little bit of room, and they're already getting 6 points, 9 points quickly just off of threes. It's going to be tough. Okay, so is it you want it to be 7 games, but
I see.
as a
Warriors-
basketball analyst, do you think it goes 7 games?
I don't think it's gonna go 7. I want to as a fan.
Okay.
Because it'll be because you have these 2 teams built for each other.
Yeah.
So it's like perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Warriors are winning it at 5.
Warriors in 5.
5.
Yeah, because I
Wow.
think they're gonna win at home.
I agree.
Definitely gonna win at home.
Okay, so Warriors in 5 is the actual prediction. What's wrong with the Cavs? Not wrong, but what's lacking for the Cavs side that they can't make it a longer series?
The thing that lacks with the Cavs is their defense. They
were in the 20s this year in defense. Like it wasn't great.
No, it wasn't great.
Yeah.
And they will have like those miscues against the Warriors that the Warriors like they kind of did with the Spurs. They smelled blood in the water and then bam, they just went berserk.
That's the second time Aaron said he
Yeah, yeah. I said it purposely this time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Today was purpose.
Okay, so it's just whenever one of those points.
Yeah,
happen.
you know how the Warriors are.
I know.
As soon as they see like light at the end of the tunnel, they go and run.
Hell yeah! You give them a sliver of room to operate, and it's already a wash. Let's talk about some news that came out. Looks like Steve Kerr is not going to be coaching in the finals. What are our thoughts on that, Aaron?
I think it's going to be a little bit impactful. Is he going to be in the locker room like he did in the Western Conference Finals?
Yeah, they're saying that he might be around the arena, but actually physically on the bench. Doesn't look like that's the case.
That's upsetting. Because, it's nice for him to be there because he's
Of
going
course.
through a rough time with his back. But,
Yeah. You think it matters in the grand scheme of things?
no,
like,
the
well,
grand
the Warriors.
scheme of things, no.
Okay,
But if it goes south for the Warriors, then it would be like, well,
it's
the
because
reason why.
really you think so? It goes down that route.
I think if the Warriors were to lose, that would be like, I get you want to call it an excuse, a reason.
Okay, just something that affects Jordan.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
But, well, I remember I think it was this year or last year when Steve Kerr was not on the bench.
Yeah.
With Luke Walton, they were like
Last
25-0.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Well, regular season's different than the finals.
Still a long
Still,
stretch.
come on.
It's a long stretch.
They played easy opponents that 25
25
game
game stretch.
Yeah, that was the year they went 73-9. They had an easy schedule.
Yeah, but
But still, Luke Walton was the head coach for
Anyways.
maybe a quarter of the season.
Anyways, coming to my prediction, I think it's also going to be short and quick. I prefer it that way, actually, just to get out of the way. Anything to just see LeBron fail. Just as fast as possible, man. So let's just make it interesting. Warriors in 4. Let's just give it the sweep.
You have them winning on the road.
It's easy when your team is 22nd in defense and you're getting by in the conference finals with just because there's no talent in the East. Okay, this is a different beast. The Warriors are too good. They're just too good. And I'd like to see it end very quickly. I don't want any Kyrie BS buzzer beaters. Let's just call them blowouts every game. Yeah. Unless the refs want to get in, and then it's going to be 6 games.
It's definitely going to be an interesting series because this is the first time in NBA history that you have the same teams meeting up 3 times in a row.
That's just a lack of talent in the NBA.
Well, that's not really.
It's the consolidation.
Is it like those 2 teams' fault or like players going to certain places?
I think it's both. I think it's just it was bad timing with the TV deal. It was bad timing with a bunch of things, and NBA should have foreseen this a little bit, and they should have made some kind of change. And I'm sure they will in the next CBA, but it affects us right now and 3 years in a row, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zev, as much as you might hate to hear this, LeBron has nothing to lose in these finals.
Here we go.
If he loses,
He's 3-8.
no, he loses to
No, he's 3
he
and
loses
5.
to a great team.
Okay.
Nothing
Still
against him.
loses.
If he wins, oh my God, LeBron's the best.
I know.
Beat this amazing team.
I don't know if that's okay. So if he loses, why is it not a big deal?
It's not because it's like one of the best teams ever.
I'm sorry, the guy builds his own teams. It's his own fault.
I'm just saying that's the reason why.
Listen, we go back on it. We look at the wins and we look at the losses. He'll be 3-8. Does 3-8 sound good to you?
Doesn't sound bad.
You don't look at it like 3 and 5.
It's 3.
Dude,
3,
3
4,
wins,
8.
5 losses.
Yeah, it's 3 out of 8.
I don't look at it like that.
8 times one of the finals is pretty impressive.
I'm just saying, I look at it like
In the
a
worst version of the Eastern Conference ever. Name one team that was great.
You're just making.
Can you name one team that was great
when he went to the
But
finals.
when he's going to the finals all these years? I'm
it's
just
just-
asking.
It just
Can you do
seems
it?
that way because in comparison, when they're playing against
The
this team,
Pistons in 07? Was that the team he played in
No,
07?
no.
Or are you saying like LeBron from like Miami to...
Sure, New York. You know what? Go with the Pistons. So last time was 2007 in your estimation.
Yeah, unless you want to claim the Pacers.
I actually
In
claim the
2012.
I claim the Celtics.
But he never went to... That wasn't... Oh, okay, but that's like Miami. That's Miami.
It
Okay.
doesn't matter. So that was the one time for me that I ever thought it was an actual challenge. And past that, what are we talking? Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls?
yeah,
Or Paul
which
George and
I
the
actually thought
Pacers.
would be the champions 1 year.
Okay.
Before or after the torn ACL?
No, way before.
And then the Pacers with Paul George? Second year Paul George or whatever?
Third year.
Oh, with Roy Hibbert and Paul George.
Yeah,
Yeah, with Roy Hibbert.
and,
the guy that can't get a job.
Danny Granger.
Listen, that was
Exactly.
when Roy Hibbert was playing like Will Chamberlain against them because he was using his 7-2 body.
So we're gonna talk about these guys
No,
in
we're
10
not talking
years.
about anybody.
Oh, I saw LeBron take down Roy Hibbert. Who's that?
I'm sorry, who?
The guy that got traded from the Lakers? Yeah,
He was great
exactly.
once upon a time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so big deal. You made it that many times. You played no one, and everyone knows you played no one.
Yeah,
It's really
but
not that big
the
a
Warriors
deal.
are like in that same situation too. They just have more star power for them.
The Warriors are at least going up against some championship caliber teams.
Who?
The Spurs.
No, Kawhi wasn't there. That's not a championship caliber team.
The year before that, they played against who
The Thunder.
Yeah, that wasn't a championship.
That one, yeah. That would be.
So, but
I'm
it
saying
happened.
that would be equivalent
It's
to like
more
the Celtics.
it's more consistent. Yeah, 1 year you get by because Kawhi wasn't there.
And
but
who was like their big bump on the road the year they won in 2015
Wasn't it the Rockets?
in the conference finals? They won in 5.
Yeah, but that was a tough series.
No, it wasn't.
You don't think it was a tough series?
No, that
They won
really-
55 games. It's the first time they ever made it. That's huge.
55 games in the regular season was huge, and the first time making it was huge. But they didn't have the competition.
I'm
'Cause
arguing. I'm arguing that it was a team lesser than what they are now, and therefore it was competition.
I mean, the team 2 years ago was the same team last year, and it was like the same difference.
Yeah, but after a year of doing this, it's like clockwork. But the first year to get through all those things, that's a battle of nutrition in itself.
If you look at it that way, I didn't look at it like that.
Well, now that we're talking about it, I am. Anyways, Warriors at 4. Let's just get it out. All right, let's just talk about this quickly, guys. We've been guesstimating how we're gonna do in these playoffs, and we have scoring just to attribute to it. So we have 1 point for actually guessing correctly the series, and then an extra half point for guessing it in how many games. So we have Jordan in the lead with 14.5 points. Good job.
Thank you.
Aaron at 13.5,
Rigged.
and me sitting at 10.5. Gladly, gladly, because I rather lose this game we're playing than pick the Cavs to win anything. All right.
Shame. Easy points.
I mean,
I don't care.
Easy points.
It's all about the principle, man.
all right, I guess you lost.
Nick Wright can love him. I can hate him.
Oh, he does love him a lot.
Yep. Anyways, as always, please like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and SoundCloud, and let us know your thoughts on this series. Hopefully, it's a quick one for the W's. And yeah, and why you think X team is going to win the series. Thank you for watching.